Hello everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Am I the Asshole? If you're a fan of hearing Reddit stories, it would greatly support the channel if you could like or subscribe. Let's dive right into our first story. Am I the asshole for telling my husband correct information about a croissant? I, 38, brought my husband, 45, home a chocolate croissant. I told him, "I got you a chocolate croissant." When he looked in the bag, he said, "I thought you said you got a chocolate croissant. This isn't a croissant." I told him that's what the bakery and many people call a chocolate croissant, and he could Google to confirm. He said a croissant is a specific shape. This is not a croissant. I Googled chocolate croissant and showed him that what he had in front of him was considered a croissant. He then became very angry, yelling and accusing me of always having to be right. He said that his criticism was about the croissant and not me, and the fact that I had to prove him wrong was a deep failing in me, and that I'm just like my father. I told him in no way did I take anything personally, and I didn't want to prove him wrong, just share information about what is considered a croissant, as he was so firmly against the information I told him. This ended in him yelling more, storming off and closing the door to our bedroom. Nothing inside me wants to prove him wrong. Also, if he didn't consider it a croissant, even though others may, that's fine. On my side, I know having someone say, "well, actually," must be annoying sometimes. I could have just ignored him and let him believe whatever he wants. Who really cares what he believes a croissant is? But I am someone who likes facts and sharing opinions, and I am happy to be wrong and learn something new. Am I wrong to assume his response would be, "Oh, cool, I didn't know that," instead of lashing out and accusing me of needing to be right? Am I the asshole for sharing correct information about a croissant? You're not the asshole. The appropriate response to "I got you a chocolate croissant" is "awesome, thank you." Not a lecture about semantics. He then became very angry, yelling and accusing me of always having to be right. Wow, what an overreaction. He's the one who insisted upon correcting your words. Is he the only one permitted to correct people? Not the asshole. But as a person living in a country where pastries are taken very seriously, for me and many people, a croissant is a specific buttery, flaky, crescent moon-shaped goodness. Haha. And what you refer to as chocolate croissant must be a pain au chocolat. That technicality aside, I don't see why that reaction though. He could have just said, "Thank you so much for thinking about bringing me this delicious treat." Tomato, right? Doesn't matter how you call it, it's delicious. Scrolled way too far for this. OP is clearly describing a pain au chocolat. 100%, it would have officially been considered pain au chocolat. Living in English-speaking Canada, pain au chocolat are often called and sold as chocolate croissants. If his response was, "I would call this pain au chocolat," I would have said, "Yay, totally." But I got stuck on confirming that geographically, they are also known as croissants, despite their shape. I am very pro-communication. He is very anti-communication. It's something we need to work on, for sure. Thanks for your feedback. Am I the asshole for refusing to pay for my brother's wedding after he kicked me out of the bridal party for getting engaged? I, 41 female, have always been close with my brother Tom, 38 male, and we've had a great relationship. When he got engaged to his fiancée Sarah, 38 female, I was honored to be asked to be a bridesmaid. They've been planning a big wedding for over a year, and I've been heavily involved in helping organize things and even offered to cover some of the costs, since my brother and his fiancée were on a tight budget. A few months ago, my partner proposed. I already refer to him as my husband, but we weren't officially married to me, and I said yes. We kept it low-key to not take away from Tom's upcoming wedding, since we have been together for years and have an established marriage like life together. However, after announcing our engagement, Sarah became cold towards me. Tom later told me that Sarah was upset, feeling like I stole her spotlight by getting engaged before their wedding. A week later, Tom and Sarah called me and said that, because of the timing of my engagement, it would be best if I stepped down as a bridesmaid. Sarah wanted the focus on her, and apparently my new engagement was too distracting. I was hurt, but agreed to step down to keep the peace. Here's where things escalated. Tom recently asked if I was still willing to help cover the wedding costs I had previously offered to pay for, a significant amount. I was shocked. I politely declined, saying that I didn't feel comfortable contributing anymore since I was no longer in the bridal party and felt hurt by the situation. Tom got really upset and called me selfish, saying I'm ruining his big day. Sarah even accused me of holding a grudge and trying to punish them. Now, my family is splitsome, think I should still help since I initially offered, while others agree that it's unfair to expect me to contribute after being kicked out of the wedding party. So, am I the asshole for refusing to cover the wedding expenses after being removed from the bridal party? Not the asshole. Why would you announcing your engagement have any influence on their wedding? Does everyone have to pause their life until the highly exalted Sarah gets married? You have no obligations to pay for anything for your brother, other than what you yourself want. Them expecting money after treating you like this for no valid reason is absurd. I might pay for myself to go on a nice vacation with that money. Edit to add, weather is here, wish you were beautiful. Not the asshole. If your grown-ass 38-year-old brother can't pay for his wedding, he shouldn't be getting married. Not the asshole. You don't need to put your entire life on hold because someone else's wedding is a couple of months away. You weren't stealing her spotlight and she was being petty. I thought you were going to say you announced your engagement at some part of the wedding, but you just got engaged in the proximity of their wedding. Your brother is ridiculous, and he shouldn't be surprised you are irked by his snub. And an irked person doesn't pay for the wedding, not the asshole. Well, that's another episode of Am I the Asshole in the books. I really appreciate all of you who made it this far into the video. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, it would really help the channel out a lot if you gave the video a thumbs up, subscribe, or leave a comment down below. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.